What is up, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and today I got some pretty bad news. So, if you're traveling to Japan or if you plan to travel to Japan, please be careful. Please be careful. There's been a lot of tension in the east with China, Korea, well, North Korea, not South Korea, North Korea, and in Taiwan. So, I've noticed there's a lot of tension, and recently I'm here at the Japan Times, and North Korea fires ballistic missile over Japan for the first time in 2017. By the way, I actually remember this. Who was it? I think I was watching the YouTube channel Abroad in Japan with that British guy. I forgot his name. And I remember because North Korea had launched a missile in 2017 over Japan. Right, so obviously not in the country, but over Japan, and it was kind of scary. It was kind of scary, I tell you, right? So there's been a lot of tension. So if you're in Japan, be careful. Try, I would say, try not to take any flights that are going that stop in China, like Beijing or Shanghai, any of those areas. Try to take flights that go from Japan to Korea and then back home, or from Japan to LAX in California, right? Because the problem is that it's that you never really know what's going to happen, and I'm just looking out for people. Also, I've also noticed that there's like all the cheap flights, that used to involve like Chinese airlines. They're no longer available. So if I do a quick search, okay, so here I am. I'm actually in Expedia.com, and I just looked up flights from going from New York JFK, right, from the JFK airport to Tokyo in Narita, so Japan, right? From March 10 next year, March 10 to March 24 of 2023. I don't know when I'm going, but I just chose those dates. So if you look before, when I used to look up trips to travel to Japan, there will be so many cheap flights. There will be so many cheap flights. $700, $800, $900, right? And all the cheap flights will be, involving Chinese airlines. But now, all the cheap Chinese airlines, I don't see them. I see, Cathay Pacific. I see Ava Airways. I see Turkish Airways. There's one China Airlines, but this one is actually going to, I think it's going to Taiwan. Yeah, Taipei. It stops in Taiwan. So it doesn't stop in China. It stops in Taiwan. Keep that in mind. Right, keep that in mind. So American Airlines, which is always very expensive. American Airlines is one of the most expensive ones. But see, Japan Airlines, 1,700. Like, you cannot find any of the cheap airlines, any of the cheap Chinese airlines that will take you to Japan for $700, $800. You won't find it, right? So the way I see it, try to not. I really can't see it, but there's something going on, all right? So there's something going on. I don't know what's happening between these countries. So there's, China, Taiwan, North Korea, Japan, and Korea. They're all right there. And who knows what the heck's going to happen. But you want to stay wary. If you're in Japan and you're coming back home, or if you're traveling to Japan, make sure that your flight, I don't know where you're going to buy your flights from. I recommend Expedia, right? But make sure that your flights go from, let's say if you're in New York, for example, or in my area, I have to take 2 airplanes. So make sure you take from New York, let's say, to Korea or any other Asian country like Thailand, for example, and then from Thailand to Japan, right? It's got to be, but you don't want to stop. You do not want to stop in anywhere in China. We can't find any flights to China, but you guys get the point. At the same time, I also think the Chinese government is like banning flights for external, for foreigners from America and other countries. But yeah, guys, be careful. If you're if you're planning on traveling to Japan, be careful. And if you're traveling outside of Japan, also be careful. Choose your flights. Choose your flights. Intelligently. You don't want to get caught into any type of like chaos. There's a lot of tension happening, nowadays. I don't want to give, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I'm just worried and, careful out there. Guys, this is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications on Japan updates. Thank you for watching, and Godspeed.